For the first video of the season, we're going to talk about what is pretty likely to be the first overall pick in the next NHL draft, Matthew Schaefer. At 6'2", Schaefer is an exceptional skater. His top speed is worthy of rivaling the elite we've seen at the highest level, and what is remarkable in his case is how quickly he can reach his top speed. He only needs a few skating strides. The combination of his skating and his mentality to always lead the charge is perhaps what contributes the most to making him such an impactful player on the ice. He's gonna take every inch of ice available to him. And this is what mostly characterizes his game, how he's always joining the rush. He doesn't miss an opportunity to jump into the play and work as a fourth forward. I would even say that it's not uncommon for him to be the one of his team to jump on loose puck, dump into the enemy's zone.
Past Gillespie, who could do nothing with that in tight. But yeah, we were talking a little bit just before that goal was scored about George and all the things he's done. I mean, general manager here.
Awesome havoc. Passes behind Brett Hammond, and he'll pick it up and fire one into the Ranger end. Schaefer.
His speed catches his enemies off guard and allows him to dissect their defense. It's amazing to see how he can create odd man rush only with his skating. Just look at his sequence. He grabs the puck behind his own net, make a few skating stride, a give and go with a teammate, and a 3-on-2 just materialize out of nothing.
It's not been the busiest night in the world for Noah Erliden, but you need your goaltender to show up when he has to, and he has. Spence, down. Schaefer, opportunity in front, still loose, down for that extra motivation playing against your former team, and a good play defensively there. Worked in, top of the left circle, over to Tarrant. Tarrant's top of the right circle. Usual suspects scoring the goals in this one. Schaefer, move it up and out of the zone. It was Pano famous for the Otters. The opposing side, it was Ellen. A Schaefer shot, rebound opportunity.
Even in the offensive zone, he is not only patrolling the blue line, he is constantly lurking deep. One question that would be legit to ask is, will we allow him to play such a daring and bold style of play, because as of now in the NHL there is no really comparable for his style of play. For me, I believe that once he'll have adapted to the NHL, his impact on the ice will be so great that it will transcend the system established by his coach, and he will benefit from all the leeway that he wants. One observation in my viewing that arose from his tendency to constantly jump into the play was that a lot of his offense seems to come from these situations, and I was left wondering if that wasn't a problem in his case. After all, it was something I criticized Sam Dickinson for last year. So if we take a look at his puck-moving game, I would say that from the outset, I appreciate how he uses audacity in his skating to go down the boards before feeding a teammate. I like the balance that he managed to find between controlling the puck and being incisive in his decision-making. I've had some issues in the past with prospects like Denton Mateychuk and Ziv Bouillon that would keep the puck for too long. The volume of his puck-moving game wasn't too high, but I theorize that it was probably more of a collateral damage thing since he has a pretty weak supporting cast with the Erie Otters. And once Schaefer suited up for Canada at the World Junior Championship, I was pretty much validated in my theory, since he uses the pass a lot more, unlike in the OHL where he would rather shoot the puck. In his case, it was fair to judge him on a smaller sample because the flashes were truly amazing.
3-2, Alex Steven, but it is a power play. Troy Patton's off for boarding and a shot off the...
An additional advantage that Schaefer benefits from is that he managed to execute high-level play on his backhand, giving him the ability to hit targets that would be out of reach for a large number of defensemen. This ability is also observed in his breakout skills. It gives him additional resources in oppressive situations. He doesn't need to change his body positioning, and it allows him to save time and even catch the opposing team on the wrong foot.
This one will go under 2 minutes left to go here in the second period. It has been all Erie Otters against the near wall. Schaefer, physical once again as he takes it away. Moved in through neutral ice. Lead feed in for Femus.
Let's also note how absurdly fast he can grab the puck and exit his own zone using his skating ability. It's also important to note that it's not only on an individual basis that Schaefer plays fast. Whenever he steps on the ice, everybody has to play at a higher pace. Just look at that bomb that he throws at one of his forward. As for his shooting skills, Schaefer received some criticism regarding the lack of power behind his shot. I would say that it's pretty fair, but I would judge his shot as being adequate. And people should also realize that it's pretty much a trend in the past few years for top-end defenseman prospect not to have a pretty good shot. Something that I would say, however, is that he is not given enough credit for his ability of finding shooting lane. If the quality of his shot leaves some people doubtful, the same cannot be said about his stick handling. It gives him the tools to create offense out of nothing. It's pretty rare for a defenseman, even amongst the elite, to have such great hands. In this draft, he is probably top 5 for the stick handling ability. And this play is just insane. I love how he cleverly slips the puck under his opponent's coverage and then uses his skating ability to retrieve it.
By Matthew Schaefer, the likely top 5 NHL pick coming up in this. That is an incredible assist. Yeah, Malcolm Spence finishing the job, scoring the goal, putting the...
Edwards, Misiak, and Schaefer out there for Erie. Terry and Amadovsky and Ride for North Bay. Oh. Here's Schaefer. Schaefer scores! He went upstairs with the backhand, and now the Erie Otters celebrating at center ice.
Schaefer right here, number 48, is going from the outside in. And watch him zigzag. He goes forehand. The puck wouldn't settle down on him, so he did a really good job.
Defensively, he can be quite difficult at times to evaluate because he always has the puck on his stick. However, I can safely say that he has some work to do in his own zone if he wants to earn the trust of his coach at the next level. His desire to impose himself on the ice is probably what makes him such an impactful player, but it can, however, play some tricks on him at times. Resulting of that, his positioning can be somewhat of a mess.
With Femus, the face-off wizard for the Erie Otters. Dropping the shoulders here, Serlin charging it, scores!
Great cut here from Serlin, breaking out of his own zone. And that's Matthew Schaefer he's going around.
His angle on defensive backcheck is one of the things that he needs to work on. He compromises himself, not keeping his center lane aligned with that of his opponents, as he will instead seek to play the puck. His play in one-on-one situation is greatly lacking as we speak. As you can see, he got dangled quite a few times this season in the OHL.
He often puts up points when he visits the Sleeman Center. That's his 5th of the season here, off a turnover in the off.
Wakely will skate this one ahead for Barry. Nice little move there around Schaefer. Passes it across. And
outstanding move here, there, and just brings it back inside. Nice little slide pass there.
Here's a feed there for Misiljevic. Misiljevic cutting Misiljevic. Shot. Score! Rangers.
Talk about those silky smooth mitts displayed by Adrian Misiljevic as he cuts through the Erie Otters defense. Goes from his backhand to his...
Crisolia takes a tumble to the ice. Here's Mercer. Mercer cutting it. Mercer backhander. Nice!
To end on a positive note, he is very effective in puck retrieval. Here's an example of a good read that he makes, covering up for his D partner using his skating ability. I also really like his body positioning in such scenarios. He always makes sure to win his 50-50 battles. Bearing a huge surprise, Schaefer will be the first overall pick in the 2025 NHL draft. Even if the draft this year is pretty dreadful, I think the reward at the top is just as enticing as the last few first overall picks were. We're talking about a player who's going to be part of the elite at his position in the NHL, and he's probably the best defenseman prospect that we have seen since Cale Makar. So for the ending of the video, I'm just gonna let's roll all the clips that I have on him. I think I saw him 19 times this season, so I'm just gonna give you all the content that I have on him. And next video is going to be on Michael Misa.
Seems to stay with it, whether he's doing 180, telescoping backwards.
Therien hit by Schaefer.
Plays it back, and the shot taken by Hanius was blocked by Schaefer. Catches the puck and sends it down the ice.
Near point, and it bounced on Bonk, and look out, Andrea Kosh leading the rush. Oh, diving Schaefer, broke it up nice.
Horsfeld brings it back the other way for Sweet. Horsfeld shoots, that deflects wide. And here's Matthew Schaefer on it.
Right circle. Not able to be won back by Hammond. Big shot. Oh, that one absorbed by Matthew Schaefer. Top of the period so far as we are nearly 3 minutes into it. Schaefer will bring this one out of the zone. Alfano
has Campbell getting into the fray as well. Rangers try to poke it off for Misljevic, but good forecheck put on by Matthew Schaefer and this Erie Otters team. Here's Mishak. Martin Mishak tries to spin and fire, can't get a shot away, so Schaefer picks up the puck. Here's Schaefer. Backhands one through. Puck was in.
Moving its way up top of the left circle. Schaefer throws it on net. They score! Second of the night for Matthew Schaefer. Otters lead it 4-2.
Well, now they've got a 2-goal advantage.
It did take a do it here for the Otter man advantage. Boy, Schenkel is playing beast mode right now.
That's another terrific save. Malcolm Spence kind of turn around and get a whack on net. Good stop.
They come in and they score! Matthew Schaefer with the goal. Power play.
Erie quickly moving it around. Schaefer with a shot, scores! Matthew
The scary thing, but all sorts of aspects of the game, but just look at this shot.
At the line, it will get out, and now some space to roam there for McKenzie. He'll get forced wide. Pushed off the puck in the corner.
Lucas Alanis moving it in left wing side. Luke Alanis lost it against the wide wall. Schaefer taking all forms of abuse as this one immediately from the right side by Max Diracolo. Tanner Lamb had it long.
With it. Now to Terrance, finds Schaefer over on the far side, gloves it down, takes a shot, and though able to get the puck back. Here's Matthew Schaefer, former #1 pick in the OHL. Will he be #1 in the NHL? We'll find out in June. Stopped by Ivan Koch. Terrance didn't get enough wood on it. Schaefer at the top of the left point, down low to his captain, Terrance. Back up top to Schaefer, in with a shot. It just is there first. He plays give and go with Matt Schaefer. Now Erie trying to establish off the rush. It's Terrance for Schaefer, stopped and held. Sherratt trying to go down low. There's Schaefer again. His anticipation is as elite as it comes. And here, so is the skating. And here he is. Gets the return pass. Schaefer threads it through to Misiak. Stop made by Ivan Kovic. And
Matthew Schaefer with some speed, drops it off. Shot blocked by McCoy, comes right out front, an opportunity.
Aggressive forecheck on this penalty kill for Erie. Schaefer's out there along with Spence and Terrace. Talk about an all-star team on your penalty killing unit. Kennedy on the near side to Therien. Therien's clearing attempt is not much activity. Here's a shot by Schaefer.
Gauthier with him. In comes Gauthier along with Schaefer. Good back in front. Schaefer with a chance. Turned away. McKenna drops it back to Schaefer. Lots of traffic in front. And the long shot. Jagger slides it across to Schaefer. For McKenna shoots. Kicked out by Rimpinen. Loose puck in front. Schaefer a drop.
These pre-tourney games.
Here's Schaefer walking it in, waiting, shooting, and Vrabel. There's Schaefer. A little bit of speed up the left wing. Schaefer. Waiting here. Matthew Schaefer, the dynamic young defenseman, a lot of NHL scouts and GMs watching him closely, draft eligible this upcoming summer. Schaefer, his name will go very early in that draft. Backhand feed across, score! What a feed! Also
back of the blue line, held in by Schaefer. Schaefer shot, Themis missed opportunity. The story of the night so far is Callum Hughes with what is the difference. The right circle it'll go. Back in your corner, Schaefer gets past two Greyhounds, keeps it going north. 7:17 left to go here in the second period. Tarrant's down for Schaefer. Schaefer put it out in found in the feet of Matthew Schaefer. And taken back as Schaefer will bring this one forward. Schaefer crossing center ice, brings this one in with Frasca, back for Frasca. Frasca, down it'll go for Hughes. Hughes shooting! And all tangled up down there. And this one will find its way back below the goal line. It was Brady Martin who had the hat trick last time these two teams met. They got pulled down by Sauter. Top of the right circle.
Had a wide open net, but couldn't get around Schenkel. There's a shot. That stopped. Rebound, and Themis just...
Jack Ivankovic back to the blue line. It'll go Schaefer with a rip. That one, numbers.
That's good numbers for the Otters power play. And there's been some shakeups. Now you got your power play guru back as well.
Moving this one in front. Alfano, they score! Not so successful. Schaefer, moving shot, right in front for Tarrant. Runs out of time. Top of the left circle, this one will find its way toward the net front. Jammed away. Schaefer trying to find it through. Where's the puck? Everyone's on top of it. Whistle.
Against an elite offensive player.
Yeah, and of course the hometown fans aren't going to like it when one of their star players is taken down, but Florida hockey's a rough one. This one in front for Schaefer. And for either side. Schaefer back below the goal line. Schaefer racing up the ice, crossing the blue line, entering this one in, top of the left circle. Moving its way down, shot in by...
A lot of it, making a lot of big saves. Schaefer through traffic area, whacked at there, and that'll be cleared aside by the Otters as they'll come breaking in the other way. High shot.
Blue paint, Erie getting this one back in the high slot. Schaefer through traffic. They score! Frasca, nice hold of the blue line. Schaefer shot rising. Wing side up into the air. Messier over left wing side for Edwards. Sends it back in. Erie battling forward. Back. Themis backhand feed. Back it'll go for Schaefer. Schaefer wants to create separation. He'll bump and run down here. Keeps it going. Fires one. Yeah, he's playing pretty good hockey. And it's been ever since he moved up to that line with Alfano and Edwards. Worked over right wing side, 4-on-3 continues. Mishiak, Erie back of the blue line, sends it through and in. Rebound and freaking stick for Carey Tarrant, and Themis will take it. Themis back of the blue line. Schaefer winds up and rips off the goalpost. Maybe the
Otters will get to it. Schaefer collecting it for Erie. He'll peel back. Being chased out there by Carter Lowe. Schaefer reaching center ice. Over to Schaefer. Matthew Schaefer, already one goal tonight. His return to the Erie lineup. Gets it again. Schaefer through center, going for a skate, passes out across. Far side, that's Riley Patterson. Tried to chip that in the zone. Schaefer knocked that one out of the air. Challenger receives the pass, puts that one across. Messier catches up to it. Schaefer was going to the net. Here's Schaefer coming back to the blue line. Waits, fires, and that one